Hey folks, ET here coming at you with the pre-market prep, so let's get to it. All right, another day, a massive amount of calls, and we obviously had that drop and then pop, then a slow grind up the rest of the day. We're at 673 and some change in the overnight session, so we'll keep an eye on that as we move along. We did have an extreme-ish green DEX, so just a massive one there to keep an eye on. Jumping into our whale targets and customer sentiment. Customers are still wrong. They're fairly neutral at the point, but still in somewhat short to pop mode. 672, 667, and 650 are our whale targets currently. We did see 675 flash on and off a couple of times today. It appeared, disappeared, appeared, disappeared. So the only way we're going to get up to there, if we looked at yesterday's gamma, well, would be to gap up over that above 674. But we'll see what today's gamma says going into tomorrow. So dark pools starting to fill out. As you can see, they're starting to move up and thicken up here. 66841 is currently the top of it as we sit. We'll go ahead and see if we see any others roll through over the next few days, but they're finally starting to populate fully and working obviously as intended down here as you go along as well. Jumping into our gamma profile. Okay, keep in mind we are right around this spot and above right now in the overnight session. It's overnight, so it doesn't matter. Still very, very, very early. If we can stay above this spot on the ag, then we definitely have room up into that 681, which is quite far away. If we cannot stay above 673, according to the ag, we're coming down to 670. And if we lose that, it's 666 El Diablo. Again, biggest pull on the board really right now is 667. That's nearest to price, with 671 being next. Jumping into tomorrow's look, let's go ahead and see what that gives us. 10-9, let's take a look. So 10-9, not too much different. We really have that same kind of area down here that we have that 673. We need to stay above to get into 675. Like I said, we'll need to get above that, those positive levels on the ag, to jump into this spot right here. Not going to worry about that 681 we saw quite yet, too far away. And we're not going to worry about this 655 quite yet, obviously pretty far away. We'll put an X on that. We'll have to have a large move down and probably a binary event and a lot of selling to get us down in there. If not, 673 really to 669 or 667. So all of that somewhat matches what the ag says. We just got some ugly green bars in here currently that we would have to get a gamma ramp downwards for that downward price. And we'd also need to see bearish flow, not 140 million in calls like we saw today. So keep an eye on flow. If it starts to get really bearish, we have convergence. Watch your positive levels on the way down. If we, for some reason, start down and get a bunch of bullish flow pushing us up with convergence, then we know our next level's up. Pretty simple. All right, that is all for now. Everybody have a good night. Stay safe out there and go get that Oprah money.